Hey guys, it's me Seren, back with another video. This video is going to be about my New York trip. It's going to be a recap. Hopefully it's not too long, but I did a lot while I was in New York, so it kind of might be. I'm just going to go through day by day, and I'm also going to attempt to do some editing with this video. You guys know I'm not a huge editor. I'm not that good at it, and I don't really care about it because I feel like it's a waste of time and I'm slightly lazy. So, but I'm gonna attempt to do some editing. Hopefully it turns out good. If not, no more of that. But yeah, so I was in New York the first week of August. I was there for the whole week, and I capped my trip off with a YouTube meetup that was so awesome and amazing. So thank you so much for everyone that came. Day and Ty and Ryan, my boo, and Alicia and Nikki, who we didn't take any pictures with you, Nikki, but you were there. But you know, I'll get to Nikki. I'll get to Nikki later. You guys can see Nikki, just not in any pictures from the meetup because we didn't take pictures with Nikki because we didn't take pictures till 10 p.m. But anyways, so my time in New York was super busy. So I arrived on Monday and I just kind of recuperated from traveling because I'm one of those type of people that I love to travel but I hate to travel. Once I get into some place, I just want to like lay and like rest and take a shower and like come down from like flying, and I don't really care for flying, so I always have to like come down from a flight. But everything kind of kicked into full gear on Tuesday. The B girls, if you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you've definitely seen me post some of their stuff. There's this really cool YouTube channel called the B Girl Movement, which was how I came across them, and they actually have their own business, their own like nonprofit LLC. Nikki and Nicole, who are two black women that they make YouTube videos, and they also give lectures to young girls, young black women especially, about womanhood, about sisterhood, about social justice and things that are happening in our communities. And they're both lawyers. They're super smart, and they're just amazing. They're just really amazing women. They're just super amazing. So a few months ago, they actually reached out to me to be on their YouTube channel, where they talk from the stoop, which I feel like is awesome, is the shit. Like, they talk from the stoop in Brooklyn, and when they have guests on their show, they sit on the stoop and we talk, like, chop it up. So a few months ago, they had invited me to come on their show. I was like, oh, I like love you guys. Of course, I'll come on your show. So Tuesday morning, I went out to the stoop and we filmed. And I was there for like 3 hours because we just like connected. We just had this like dope ass connection, and we were just like talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And they have an intern because they're so official like that. They have an intern, and then basically the party got broken up when their intern had to leave. She was like, yeah, I've been kicking it with you guys for 4 hours, but I got to go. So we all kind of went our separate ways. And Nikki, who's one of the B girls, we walked to the same train, and I was telling her about the meetup on Friday. So Nikki came to the meetup. So if you watch any of the B Girl Movement's videos, you will see Nikki and Nicole, even though, like I said, she wasn't in any of the pictures. So we filmed on Tuesday. It was awesome. It was amazing. Come to find out, there was no sound. There was a glitch in the production, even though when Cassie, the intern, was filming, she had the headphones in, the sound was working perfectly. She was playing it back, the sound was working perfectly. They go to upload the content to the website, the sound doesn't work. That's that white devil trying to keep us down. So we agreed that I was going to come back on Thursday and film some more. So Tuesday night, I actually had dinner with my friends. I have my phone in front of me. So Tuesday night, I actually had dinner with my friends. Tuesday, before I went to go do the stoop, film on the stoop, I had lunch at this amazing black-owned sandwich place called MDK, and that's short for Mrs. Dorsey's Kitchen. It's black-owned by this guy, that. He's super young. He's like 31. He was playing all the hits from the 90s in there, so I was in there jamming my life away. I had this amazing sandwich. It was turkey with spinach and roasted tomato on a pretzel roll, and like the whole thing was like put in the sandwich presser with mac and cheese on the side. It was delicious. It was delicious. It was so good. And it was like really, really hot that day, so it was like perfectly like nice and refreshing. I like loved it. It was so good. And he had a young black girl working there, a teenager, so he had like given her a job, you know, set it up in the community in Brooklyn. And I just loved it. I love seeing stuff like that. I did shoot some video while I was in there, so if I edit this properly, then the video will be cutting in now. And if I didn't edit it properly, then nothing just happened and you're still looking at my face. So let's move on. So I ended up having dinner with my friends Tuesday night or maybe Wednesday night. Might have actually been Wednesday night. Yeah, actually, no, Tuesday night. Yes, Tuesday night. I ended up having dinner with my friend. This is how like crazy busy I was. So Tuesday night I did end up having dinner with my friends. We went to this place also in Brooklyn, also black owned of course, called the Pink Teacup. So I had these absolutely amazing salmon croquettes. I don't know if you've ever had a salmon croquette. It's kind of like a crab cake but bigger and kind of crunchier. It's kind of like a little bit more well done. I'm really weird about my food. I have this like weird thing with like the texture of my food, so sometimes I don't like a crab cake or a salmon cake because they can be kind of soft and mushy on the inside, but salmon croquettes don't really have that problem. So I went there with my two friends that we've been friends with pretty much, I don't want to say my whole life because not my whole life, but for at least the last 10 years, since I was like 19 years old. Like we've been friends for a really, really long time. And we had this like amazing food, and when I was living in New York, we used to go out at least once a week for Sunday dinner together, me and my two friends, the three of us, every Sunday, and we would rotate who picked. So if I picked, the next week my other friend picked, next week my other friend picked, then it's my turn again. And a lot of times we would also get together on Thursdays for 5-cent wings. There's a lot of places in New York that have 5-cent wings on Thursdays. Well, they used to. I don't know about now because everything's just going up and up in price there. But we would always get together and eat and talk and drink and laugh, and just we would shut down restaurants. And the Pink Teacup was really no exception because we were there for like 3 or 4 hours. And then the girl was like, I'm just going to lock the door because we're closed. So you guys just let me know when you're ready to leave, and I'll just like open it up and let y'all out. I was like, I'm so sorry, but this is what we do. Like, we shut down restaurants, we eat and we drink and we just talk and we just crack each other up and we laugh. And it's just like so good for your soul sometimes to like, you know, have those type of friends and have those type of moments, you know, where you can do that and where you can just completely, you know, unwind. And that's part of why I love going to New York, because New York's my second home, you know, after DC where I was born and raised. New York is my home. So Pink Teacup was awesome. NDK was awesome. Wednesday, I got together with Just Latasha. So for any of you that don't know Latasha, of course there will be links to her videos in the description box. She's also on YouTube. She's a comedian. She's fucking hilarious. Her videos are awesome. They're a great mix of, you know, seriousness about the things that are going on in the world with regards to race and racism against Black people and Black bodies, and humor and comedy. She does like skits. She films in front of a green screen. She writes and produces all her stuff herself. Her videos are short, you know, they're not long like mine. They're like, you know, 5 to 7 minutes. So she kind of covers everything that's going on, the current topics, and she's just hilarious. She's hilarious. And she had actually hit me up on Instagram asking me, you know, if I'd be coming to New York and could we get together. And I was like, of course, I love you. Like, people hit me up. It's so funny because people hit me up. Even, like, people, like, subs and stuff. Like, I was talking to this girl on Twitter, and she was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that you're, like, talking to me and tweeting me. And I'm like, girl, I'm nobody. Like, I'm nobody. Like, I'm nobody. Like, please hit me up. Like, hit me up in the comment section. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram. Or message me. Like, I will write you back. If I don't write you back, it's because I didn't see it. It's not because, like, I think I'm somebody. Like, I'm nobody. Like, I am not, like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not too good to, like, talk to you or anything like that, you know? So, I was like, Latasha, I love you. Like, I want to get together. Let's get together. So we ended up getting together at this place called Cheryl's Global Soul, which is also in Brooklyn. All the good Black-owned places are in Brooklyn, I swear. Like, I feel like that's probably part of why they're trying to, like, push to, like, gentrify Brooklyn, like, so hard. They're like, it's too many Black-owned businesses in this borough and too many Black people trying to, like, you know, come up in this borough. We gotta, like, take this shit back for these, because these niggas is doing way too much. See also Detroit. Anyways, so we went to this really cool place called Cheryl's Global Soul. Again, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've already seen pictures. And again, amazing food. I had French toast. I had brioche French toast because anytime I'm in New York and I'm going someplace that serves like a breakfast or a brunch, I always get brioche French toast because, or I'm gonna say challah, but that's probably not how you pronounce it. It might be challah. Sorry if you're Jewish. And there are Black Jews for anyone that wants to be like, oh, blah blah blah, like Black people are Jews. So I don't want to like mispronounce it. Like challah or challah or brioche French toast, because I cannot find a good French toast outside of New York City. I know that makes me sound like a New York fucking snob. And when I say New York City, I don't mean just like the city. Like, I don't mean just like Manhattan. Like, I'm just speaking like broadly, because obviously I was at Cheryl's in Brooklyn, which is not the city. But I'm getting into that. I lived in New York. Shit, y'all are probably like, what the fuck is she talking about? But anyways, outside of New York, I cannot find a good French toast. So anytime I'm in New York and I'm someplace that serves breakfast, I always order French toast. Like, I just have to have French toast because they just make it a certain type of way there, you know? Kind of like in D.C., I grew up in D.C. eating carry-out in D.C. Chinese food with, like, mambo sauce, and I cannot find that anywhere else, you know? Like, I might go, like, in Chicago and in New York, they have, like, their own version of, like, mambo sauce, where technically it's on the menu, but it just doesn't taste the same, right? Like, it's just not the same. Anyway, so we ate at Cheryl's, me and Latasha. We had a fucking blast. We talked. We were there for a few hours. We met up at, like, 11 or 12. We were there till, like, 2:33. She had this amazing, like, open-faced sandwich with, like, salmon. It looked really good, but I didn't have any because I was, like, loving my French toast. After meeting up with Latasha on Wednesday, Thursday, I went back home. I was staying with my friend out in Coney Island. So anybody knows, you got to take that long-ass F train or Q train. So everywhere to go was, like, an hour. So I ended up, what did I do? So I went back home after that, and I just, like, hung around the house. Thursday, I met up with my friend, Genevieve. Genevieve is also Herbaceuticals. She's Herbaceuticals here on YouTube. She's also Herbaceuticals on Instagram. Of course, I'll include tons and tons of links to her stuff. She actually lives in upstate New York on a farm with her husband and their daughter, who is the sweetest, cutest little thing I've ever seen. And they basically... They're living the dream, really. You know, they're doing the whole sustainable living. They have a well, so they drink, you know, they have their own drinking water. And she grows all their food on the farm. And she also runs the business Herbaceuticals, where she creates all natural bath and body and hair products. I have filmed a Herbaceuticals video for Black Friday. I just haven't posted it yet because I actually, it's a long story how I came across her on the, we were friends in real life first. We met in college, so we're friends from New York. And I actually came across her business, Herbaceuticals, in the Black-owned business world. And I was like, a Black girl named Genevieve that lives on a farm sounds like my friend. And it was her. So I was like, oh, when I'm in New York, like, we have to get together, because I haven't actually seen her face to face in a while. So we actually got together. We met up at this place called the Edge Cafe in Harlem, Black owned, of course, and it's owned by a British Jamaican, because there's lots and lots of West Indians and also African immigrants in Britain, in the UK, and especially in London. So the food is actually like Jamaican British, like, fusion. It's really, really interesting stuff, and I had this fucking amazing, off the chain, out of this world fish salad. It was so good. It was delicious. Like, I've been thinking about that salad. Like, I lay in bed at night and I like think about that salad. It was like arugula with like the whole warm piece of fish, which I think a whole fish is like a Jamaican thing. Like, anyone that's Jamaican, like, let me know, but I feel like that is a Jamaican thing. And it was just delicious. It was like so good. So we ended up chopping it up there. We had lunch there, and then we actually went. She lives in upstate New York, but they also have they keep an apartment in Harlem. They had to keep an apartment in Harlem. So we like napped in Harlem, and then we ended up going to this birthday party in Brooklyn, of course. So by the time we got to the birthday party at night, we were actually hungry again. So we ended up going to Peaches Hot House, which is this Black-owned chicken spot in Brooklyn that I've been to a couple of times. I haven't been there in a while. It's teeny tiny. It's teeny tiny, so there's always a wait. So we actually ended up ordering dinner to go, which we like took back to the birthday party with us, which is like rude as hell. Like, I know that is fucking rude as fuck, but oh well, I don't care. So that was the, oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I skipped a part. So the morning before I met Genevieve, you see, this is how crazy it was. The morning before I met Genevieve, I went back to the stoop, because this was Thursday. I went back to the stoop and I refilmed with the B-Girls, with Nikki and Nicole, because remember I said that the sound wasn't working. So I went back to the stoop and I refilmed. And we actually talked about completely different things, because you guys know pop culture be moving and everything that happens in the world be moving. So we talked about totally different things, but we still had a great, amazing talk. And right around the corner, we walked to another Black-owned business, a breakfast spot. I think it's called Butch CoCo, and I had a banging ass cup of coffee and a banging ass fucking egg and turkey bacon sandwich. So of course I'll have links for all this in the description box, so please check them out if you live in New York or in Brooklyn. I skipped that. I forgot that. So yeah, we ate. So I filmed. I met up with my friend Genevieve at the Edge. We had lunch. We went to Peaches. We had dinner. We went to the birthday party. I went home. I went back to my friend's house. So now, excuse me, we are up to Friday. Friday was the YouTube meetup. I was actually really, really nervous. I was really nervous. I was super nervous. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I was like, oh, like, what if they come and they don't like me? They don't like me in person, or, you know, I don't know. I'm scared. My husband was like, it's fine. It'll be fine. And you put it at happy hour time anyway, so even if they don't like you, or even if nobody shows up, you could just sit and enjoy happy hour from 4 to 7 at a nice Black-owned business, and then go back home. And it's a win-win, and it's a win for everyone. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I got there like around 4:30, and I had it at Cafe Rue D, I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's Haitian. So it's spelled, I have it in front of me, it's spelled Caferuedix. So I'm assuming that's D and not Dix, not Cafe Rue Dix. I'm assuming it's Cafe Rue D. Please feel free to correct me if that's wrong. So I got there at 4, and 6 of you guys ended up showing up. And it was actually I'm sorry, 5. It was 6 including me. And it was actually the perfect amount, because Cafe Rue D is really, really small. A lot of places in New York are small. That's Black-owned, that's non-Black-owned. A lot of the restaurants in New York are small because the rents are just astronomical. So a lot of places, you know, food places in New York, you might go in and it's the size of your living room, and they have 10 to 15 tables and a bar, and you just have to get in where you fit in. So there were 6 of us total, which amounted to 3 square top tables pushed together with 2 on each side. So it was actually really, really perfect. It was the perfect amount to have a really nice conversation. I already said you guys' names, but I'll say them again. Alicia, Ryan, Day, Ty, Nikki, and me. You guys are amazing, and it meant so much to me that you guys came. And we just, you know, we ordered food, we ordered some drinks, we talked. We got there at 4. I mean, I got there at 4, and, you know, everyone kind of trickled in. And we were there until 9. We were there for like 5 hours, just talking, having like an amazing conversation. Like, that's part of why I don't have any pictures of Nikki, because we were having such a good time. We were not taking pictures. So we were not taking pictures. We were not doing video. We were just like caught up like in the conversation. And then around 9, they cranked the music up so loud that we couldn't talk anymore. I think at a certain time that place turns into like an unofficial, you know, little club. Like a lot of places in New York, they like push the tables over to the side and they turn the music up and you could like dance. So we went outside and we were like, oh, we should take some pictures. So again, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the pictures, but it was just so cool. It was just so cool and like so much fun to like meet some of you guys and like talk to you guys in person. It was just like so dope and fun. And we did it at a Black-owned business, and we ran up like a nice little tab and like gave our money back to the community, which was just awesome. It just like felt so good. And you guys are so fun. Like, so whatever the next opportunity I get, I definitely want to have another one, and I won't be as nervous. But it was just fun. It was so fun. I had such a good time. I just had a great time at the meetup. Like, and you guys are so smart, like, and young, like Ty, who's like my baby sister in my head, like one of the, she's a sub here and also on Instagram and on YouTube. She's like 18, and I was just like, God, 18, and like so smart. Not to say that teenagers are dumb, but you know, again, kind of like I said in my you know, 1 year video, like we're different now. You know, like we're different. We're really different. And it wasn't like a super serious conversation about rape. You know, we were just having fun, like kicking it and talking, and kind of like what we do on the channel, but like in real life. So it was dope. It was super fun. And then just after I left there, like I went back to my friend's house, and then I busted on my computer, and this Saturday and Sunday I was just editing for my life. I was editing, I was formatting the book, I was getting everything ready for the rollout, which was last week, which has been a great success. So thank you to everyone that's bought the book. For anyone that has missed any of those videos about the book, yes, I have a book out. Of course, there will be links, and there's links on the homepage, and there's links everywhere. But yeah, so that's my New York recap. I know this video is long, but I did a lot, and it was like a really great trip. I just love New York. I love New York. I wish I could afford to live there, but unfortunately I can't. So, I just love going there, and I just love the energy. I love the vibe. It's just something about that city that I just love. You know, it's like I said, it's my second home, and there are just so many amazing people there. Like, even though, like I said, they're trying to gentrify. Well, I mean, they are gentrifying, but trying to like crush us and crush our spirit. Then you like meet people like the B girls, Nikki and Nicole, like just Latasha, like all of you that came out to the meetup, and it's just like, man, Black people are magic. Black people are amazing. Like, we are awesome. And I just had a great time and a great trip, and I know you guys wanted to hear about it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm going to try to do some editing with it, but if it plays straight through like all my videos, and you know that the editing did not work. So food for thought as always. Let me guys know what you thought in the comments. See you next time. Peace.